Just sitting here on the eve of one of the greatest days ever, BlizzCon. I've always had so much fun going to BlizzCon. This is just kind of an impromptu thing. I just felt like I needed to do it. Obviously, BlizzCon has tons of panels, and they always talk about all the new stuff that they're going to release over the next year. The first thing where I think we're going to find out that everybody's waiting for is a WoW Classic release date. I truthfully believe we're going to see a release date sometime at first quarter 2019. It's going to be either January, February, or March. It's going to be a low time in patch 8.1.5 or even 8.2 for retail. So I think that's going to be the perfect time to do it. And I do also believe that they are going to talk about the dreaded changes that they are making to this game. I don't think it's going to change the game drastically to the point where you don't want to play it, and it's not going to be original. But they are going to deep dive, I think, into the actual changes they made to the original experience, some of the security updates, and yeah, some graphical changes and stuff like that that people didn't want to see. They're going to talk about it. But all you classic fans out there, I don't think you should be worried about it. I don't think it's going to change the actual outcome of the game. Also, I do believe they're going to start talking. Obviously, they're going to talk about Battle for Azeroth. It's been a massive failure, so they're going to really try to hype it up again. And really talk about what changes they're going to make the game better in the future. They said they're not going to talk about patch 8.1, but they are going to talk about patch 8.1.5. They are going to talk about patch 8.2, patch 8.25, and obviously the finishing patch 8.3. Obviously, they're not going to give any spoilers, but they are going to talk about system changes, model changes, gear changes, that kind of stuff. Moving away from WoW, I don't play much of anything else, kind of. So this is just my little thing from past experiences of going to BlizzCon and such. But obviously, they're going to talk about Overwatch. They're probably going to update the Overwatch story. I mean, there's really not, like, if they were to come out with a single-player campaign mode, that'd be crazy, right? But I don't think that's going to happen. I think the only thing you're going to see with Overwatch is you're going to obviously get some new maps, some new skins, and obviously maybe a character or even two characters. What else is there in Overwatch, really? Like I said, if they don't come out with a campaign mode, what else is there? We're going to go to Heroes of the Storm. Again, not much there. There's really no story there either. So obviously we're just going to get new maps, tunes, and maybe a new game mode. I don't think there's anything else really there. The game is kind of on a downward spiral in my opinion. Hearthstone, again, there's really nothing there except for the usual, an expansion. You're going to get an expansion, you're going to get new cards, and they might have a new mechanic to the game. I think last year they had the Echo, and before that they had Rush and all that other kind of stuff. So I mean, that's all you're going to see there. I don't know how many more special little mechanics to Hearthstone there can be, but that's you're not going to see much there either. As far as Diablo 3, Blizzard's come out in a blue post and said that there isn't much else there either. They're not going to be releasing a new game. But that's where it becomes tricky, so I'll touch on that later. That's where I think that Diablo is playing the mind games with the play on words. So Diablo 3, you're going to get a new class, you're going to get season updates. I think that's it. Other than that, you're not going to get anything else. The big news, the really, really, really big news that I think we're going to see this year at BlizzCon, there's two things. I've thought about this for a while. I was kind of nervous about saying it, but hey, if I'm right, I look like a mastermind. If I'm wrong, no big deal. The first one is I think we're going to see Diablo remastered. With the WoW Classic news and everything else, I think Blizzard realized that there really is some interest in their original games that they came out with. So I think we're going to see a Diablo remastered. It's going to be the original game. I don't want to say ported because I don't know all that technical mumbo jumbo, but it's gonna have all the new models that they use in Diablo 3. That's one of my big predictions. Will it happen? Probably not. Hell, maybe they'll just release it. I mean, last year they gave us a WoW Classic with nothing else other than, hey, we're doing it. So maybe that's what we're gonna get this year, is we are gonna get a Diablo remastered announcement. So let me put on my tinfoil hat here. I actually I don't have a tinfoil hat, but I do have my famous safari hat here, I like to call it. I think that we are going to get an announcement that World of Warcraft is coming to console. You can see that they've done a lot of UI changes over the years, and they've actually made it smaller and a lot easier to use. But with the overall simplification of the game and everything else. I just feel like this would be the next move. They've done it with Diablo already. Overwatch is there. I'm actually kind of surprised they haven't done it with Hearthstone. That'd be really something easy to port over. I don't think they're going to do that, but I really feel like we're going to get a WoW on console update. That would give them room to talk about it, right? In the schedule for BlizzCon, they didn't really have anything for a new game. Same thing with Diablo, nothing for a new game. It's old games, just different versions of the old games. So I think that's how they're going to get away with it. Yeah, like I said, this video is off the cuff, last second. It's literally 11 o'clock at night, and I'm gonna go upload this like right now. So thanks for sticking around and listening to me ramble. This is really weird for me to do this, but I did it anyways just for some fun. So go ahead, like, dislike, I don't give a shit what you do. Just go ahead and click one of those buttons, subscribe, and go ahead and follow me on Twitch and also Twitter, and also leave some comments below. Click the bell. Thanks for watching. See you soon.